Everyone at the Blockworks Digital Assets Summit. It's an honor to speak with you about how the United States is going to dominate crypto and the next generation of financial technologies. And it's not going to be easy, but we're way ahead. Just 2 weeks ago, we hosted the first ever White House Digital Asset Summit, bringing together many of the world's top leaders in crypto for a conversation led by our White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs, who's a fantastic and very brilliant guy. That same week, I signed an order creating the brand new strategic Bitcoin reserve and a U.S. digital asset stockpile, which will allow the federal government to maximize the value of its holdings instead of foolishly selling them for a fraction of their long-term value, which is exactly what Biden did. He got a fraction of their value. We're ending the last administration's regulatory war on crypto and Bitcoin, and that includes stopping the lawless Operation Choke Point 2.0. Operation Choke Point went beyond regulation, and I mean far beyond. It was a form of lawfare through government weaponization. Frankly, it was a disgrace. But as of January 20th, 2025, all of that is over. I've also called on Congress to pass landmark legislation creating simple, common sense rules for stablecoins and market structure. With the right legal framework, institutions large and small will be liberated to invest, innovate, and take part in one of the most exciting technological revolutions in modern history. It's so big, it's, I think, as big as you can get. Pioneers like you will be able to improve our banking and payment system and promote greater privacy, safety, security, and wealth for American consumers and businesses alike. You will unleash an explosion of economic growth, and with the dollar-backed stablecoins, you'll help expand the dominance of the U.S. dollar, and many, many years to come, it'll be at the top, and that's where we want to keep it. We only want to keep it at the top, always. I can already see that the energy and passion of the crypto community is the kind of spirit that built our country, and it is exciting to watch as you invent the future of finance. And right here, it's going to be right here in the USA, the good old USA. Together, we will make America the undisputed Bitcoin superpower and the crypto capital of the world. Thank you. Good luck. God bless America.
So, as you guys can tell, we did not have an RV last night. Even though a lot of things pointed to that happening, it did not go down as we hoped and anticipated. Now, does that mean it's not going to happen? No, but keep in mind that what I've been told is that the best windows for this to happen are typically Sunday nights and then Wednesdays. Why? Because that's when the Iraqi Gazette gets updated, and Thursday is a day when there are updates done through the Bureau of International Settlements, the BIS, to the currency rates. So these are your best windows: a Sunday into Monday, maybe even into Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday are not good days for this to happen. So that doesn't mean that it can't happen, but it's unlikely that it will happen on those days because it can cause more complications in markets and so forth. Now, why did it not go last night? I do not know. I've talked to many people. They are a bit surprised. They expected to wake up to it as we did today. It's important to appreciate a couple things, though. Iraq only has so much time left. If they fail to do this by March 31st, then all debts, all bets, all deals are off, and they have to start over from scratch. I know there's some people out there in dinar land that disagree with me about that, but I've heard this from several different angles. So it is in everyone's best interest to get this done by the 31st. Now, BIF, IMF, and UST can force this issue. They may have already done so, but indications are that Iraq entered the codes they needed to enter, and now we're waiting on some sort of symbolic announcement from them about this new rate, whatever the new rate is. It's also possible, understand, that the revaluation of the currencies and the GCR are two different things. So it is entirely possible that we get one or two or three currencies like the dinar and the dong that go, and then it is weeks or months later before the rest of the global currency reset occurs. So those are things that are out there as possibilities. I continue to hear there's people in Reno waiting to be paid, tier 3 bondholders. They appear to be getting paid at the same time we do. So once we hear from one of them that they actually got liquidity, that means the rest of us will get liquidity at some point in the next few hours. So I'm disappointed, just as you guys are, and I'm also very expectant and anticipatory. So I think our next really good window, I said last night that last night, midnight to 3 Reno time, is the best window we've ever had. I stand by that. And the next best window is going to be Sunday evening on the East Coast, 5 p.m. on the East Coast. And then after that, we got to go to March 31st. I really, truly hope we don't have to go to March 31st, because that will mean a lot of issues and problems. And it will mean somebody is trying to scuttle and mess with this whole thing that we've all waited, quite frankly, long enough for. Okay.
Right. And I am getting some interesting conversations as some of the groups are starting to set dates for their redemption cruise to be in, well, mostly Western U.S. I don't want to get myself in trouble on giving anything on specifics. I'm certain it's going to start hitting boards soon, but that some of the groups appear to be bringing in their redemption cruise specifically for 4B, for when people bring in more currency that weren't, in other words, they don't have everything in 4A already SKR'd. So what they're bringing extra, they're starting to set that up. So it gives me all kinds of warm ones. And yeah, kind of this weird to leave it right there, but I have to. So let's get into some of the fun stuff that we can point our fingers at. U.S. urges Iraq to reach agreements to allow resumption of Kurdish oil exports. The pressure's on. Of course, Iraq earlier today said they will be pumping next week. There are some back and forth articles in Iraq today, similar to what we saw on the dollar's rising, the dollar's falling, dinar's getting stronger, dinar's getting weaker. There are some of those same back and forth articles going on in Iraq over the oil pumping and the budget tables making it over the weekend to Parliament. Totally to be expected right now. Don't let it shake you. Al-Alaq, we're working to create a data center that represents a basis for success for digital transformation. They are just modernizing their banking system so that they can move forward. Just keep in mind when you see articles like this, just keep remembering the I to NAR. Some of you folks going, what the heck? I'm going to take that news banner off as we hit this. We are going to go fairly quickly so we can get to Dr. Scott. And I do have a couple of things I really want to touch on. We are watching more and more banks cut jobs. Guys, this is part of banking losing profitability and a combination. Oh, sorry about that, Dr. Scott. And a combination of a changing environment. More and more people, they don't go to the bank. The apps have gotten so good. You got your mega computer in your hands. It's just faster, easier, and more convenient. So this is a combination of those. It's when you see them removing people in loan departments, places like that, that you start scratching your head. Here we got Morgan Stanley cutting 2,000 banking jobs. Of course, they're claiming as the U.S. economy slows. Here's the thing. Wall Street's slowing, but Main Street does not seem to be slowing. And that's a very, very important point to make. Here we go over at Inside Paper, Deutsche Bank to cut 2,000 jobs, the CEO is saying. So we're watching this left and right as banks are coming to grips with a new reality. What news there is, and now it has been eerily quiet. I do have a number of groups now. Well, I shouldn't say a number, 3 different groups that have expressed to me their expectations to process them over the weekend. That means that it's highly possible we could see 4A moving over the weekend, which would just be huge. I'm waiting for updates on that one. Thursday, I already have an update. I do have some wealth managers working this weekend. They don't know if they're going to have to work both days yet. They're supposed to find out tomorrow morning. All right, let's keep running. Had a lot of fear out there. Hey, we're not going to get to exchange, guys. So many groups out there believe they're the only group exchanging. They've had a real wake-up call as more groups have started showing up, and they find out they're not the only group, and they're finding out that other groups are. The idea that there is no 4B, there is no, guys, they're not going to tell every citizen in Iraq that a bunch of wealthy Americans got to exchange, and they
Right.
I just stop and apply your logic and think about, just stop, drop, think.
Well, I would say this. I mean, there are some people that you might be listening to, and this person says this and that person says this point, right? I would say a lot of people have a Clydesdale thinking on this. So if they're a bondholder, they have never even thought about what it's like to have Tier 4B. But you have to ask the question, why would a bondholder get money? In a real world, without an RV, which means a revalue of the currency point into a go-back currency, there's no way a bondholder would just get money and there would be nothing else. Doesn't happen. So guys, you got to. That's where Mark has a more balancing act here and understanding the backgrounds with that too.
I really do, and I hope you're not struggling too much, if at all. So, where to begin? Okay, I'll make this quick. All the intel that's coming through from other intel providers, from their contacts, and from my own contacts, is this will happen. 4B will happen within days. It could happen in the next 30 seconds. That is where we're at. All the people that says, no, nothing's happening, no, it won't happen until such and such, maybe they're on a different timeline. Maybe they don't truly believe in it, therefore they don't see it happening. They don't feel it happening. This morning I woke up and I was just in such a bliss state, such a blissful state. Everything just felt right. And during my workout this morning, someone came to me that's very dear to me and very important in my life and said, Kerri, we are there. It is go time. Practice presenting your project. Practice walking into your redemption appointment with a clear head. Practice answering a few questions. Know what you're talking about. Know what you want. So when you get to your appointment, you've already rehearsed it so much that even the excitement cannot cloud your mind. Everything is perfect. And you are about to enter the most incredible, magical time of your life. Nothing like this has ever happened on this planet, and it never will. It's not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is once in history of this planet. There's a reason we all came here at this moment, right now, whether that's to experience our shadow self, whether that's to experience ascension, whether that's to be a way shower, a leader. You're here for a reason, and you have brought not only all of your previous experiences from your past lives and your knowledge and your wisdom, but you've brought God with you. You've brought the whole of creation into this lifetime to assist in this transition of this incredible planet. You are more incredible than you realize, than you give yourself credit for. And one day, when you drop the ego, you will say, I am enough, and I always have been. This is why I'm here. I am here to make change. I am here to show the way. I am here to lead by example into a new world full of love, compassion, divine grace. You are here in this moment as part of the most historical event on this planet, to bring the darkness to the light and bring the light to this planet for all to see. You are so loved and cherished by creation, by God, by Source, whatever you wish to call it. Every single being in the multiverse, every single thought, feeling, emotion, action, reaction, has all brought you here to this moment so that you can have the strength, the courage, the bravery to make the most incredible change on any planet, from the darkness, from slavery, from poverty, from mind control, indoctrination, to freedom, to love, to kindness, to creation, to knowledge, to wisdom. Everything about your life, whether you're involved in the redemption or not, everything about your life is about to change. Some processes may take longer than others, but one thing is for certain. This planet is already making major changes and it's about to reach our level. Now, according to my sources, over the coming days, it will reach our level. It won't remain in the hands of the mega rich or the high politicians or those who would want to keep you under control. It will be you, the little people, the ones who seemingly don't matter in this whole wide world. Now, you are the new elite. You are the ones that take control of this planet and bring it to full life. Don't stand back. Don't stand in the shadows waiting for your turn, waiting for someone to notice you. Be tall, be proud, stand in the light and shine your light for others to follow, others who don't have a voice. You are now that voice. You are now walking into a world where everybody matters, where not one adult, elderly, child, or animal will go hungry or be homeless, where not one being, whether it be tree, plant, fish, human, animal, will be sick. The skies will be clear, our waters will be fresh, our lands will be clean. You are taking part in that, and you have a bigger role to play than you could possibly imagine. You are divine, you are source, you are creation. Never stand under someone. There is no one bigger in this multiverse than you. You are the creator, and you bring the full force of creation itself with you. How special is that? Now stand tall, stand proud, stand courageous and brave. Speak your voice. Move forward with passion, with excitement, with adventure in mind, and go and create the most incredible things that once were only a dream. Why? Because you have God behind you. And when you have God, you have everything. I don't know if this will be my last voice message, but what I just channeled indicates it so. And I'm going by what I just channeled. Thank you so much, creation, for assisting me in delivering this message. And I wish you all the very, very best. If notifications do not arrive within the next few days, of course, I will continue. But if they do arrive in the next few days, I wish you all the very, very best. And God bless you all. Bye for now.
Forwarded from Kerri or Skye Prince. Attention, in the coming days we most likely will be receiving the redemption appointments. When that happens, this group will be closed. Please join our official military medbed group. And this is the Facebook link, I'll put it in the description. From Wolverine. Alert, Tier 4B teams and redemption. Mark, let's get to the point, guys. Let's get straight to the point. I'm having some interesting conversations as some groups are starting to set dates for their redemption teams to be in, well, mostly the Western US. Mark, I don't want to get too bogged down with the details. I'm sure it'll start popping up on the forums soon, but it seems like some groups are bringing their redemption teams specifically for 4B for when people get more money. Mark, in other words, they don't have everything in 4A already with SKR, safekeeping receipt, so what they bring extra, they're starting to prepare, so it's a lot of good news for me. And yeah, it's weird to leave it out there, but I have to. Forwarded from JR. Get your popcorn. Alert! It's blowing up in all my networks. I've had over 10 plus gurus that I've seen private and not private shared directly to me, let alone found. They're all screaming it's about to go in 72 hours. So get ready. Definitely praying, yes, JR. And Wolverine comments, awesome news. That is just amazing. We're finally going to be free, people. Oh, I can't wait. From A to Z Dreamz RV and XRP channel. Calls are being made. We are nearly there with notifications in our emails and 4B released. Telegram admin teams are meeting to discuss who will stay public or go offline during the next phase. A to Z channel and chats will stay open with Angela and Adam at the helm of tomorrow night's call. More details coming soon. Forwarded from Cinemo Galactic. I don't know whether this was posted on Mike Barra's channel because it says Mike. I'm being told something occurred in Zurich at 1 a.m. Eastern Time this morning and triggers will be paid out over the next 3 days. The rest of the platforms start Monday as well as notifications for appointments. That's what I'm hearing. We can't take their word for it. We just basically wait for the official green light. But that's good news. Forwarded from Cinemo Galactic. Hey folks. Just got an update that said all funds are out and spendable. Triggers and Reno 12 pay tomorrow and Saturday and platforms begin Monday. I asked if he was able to verify and he said yes. Let's pray this thing in. Just have to wait. We have to wait for the official green light. Forwarded from Dream Believer. Alert. PAYMASTERS report full releases. Private transaction platforms in Reno and Zurich have received direct confirmations that Tier 1 and Tier 2 payouts are finalized. Tier 3 and Tier 4B are next. If you're part of the private groups, get ready now. Military movements confirmed, securing the transition. Intel sources confirm heightened security around key financial hubs. Private security details have been activated in Reno, Zurich, and Dubai. Special ops teams are ensuring that no foreign interference disrupts this monumental shift in global power. The final phase is underway. This is not a test. The pieces are falling into place faster than anticipated. The old world is crumbling, and the new financial era is about to rise from the ashes. 12 to 24 hours remain. Stay alert, stay ready. Your final instructions will be sent shortly. The financial reset is now unstoppable. Watch your inbox. This is it. Forwarded from Peace Connie. Alert, it's happening faster than expected. Confirmations just in. Final triggers activated. High-level banking insiders report that Tier 4B notifications are already being prepared for release within hours. The system is moving at an unprecedented speed, with historic transactions now confirmed in Hong Kong, London, and Dubai. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The full-scale transition to the gold-backed financial system is now irreversible. Global markets in panic mode. The old fiat system is collapsing in real time. Multiple major banks are seeing liquidity shortages as large transfers are being redirected into the new system. Sources from inside the IMF confirm urgent, behind closed doors meetings. They know their control is slipping. The end of the central banking cabal is unfolding before our eyes. Bank screens light up with final rates. IQD $8.73. Confirmed live on European trading platforms. VND $5.12 holding, but expected to surge post-announcement. ZIM and other currencies, final adjustments in process. Forwarded from On Hand Bondholders. Historical bonds are moving. We are close, people. IQD, VND, RV incoming. RV/GCR, Global Currency Reset, reports of funds moving. Some of this info had already been shared by Adam Stephens, I understand. Anyways, Wednesday 19th March 2025, Elena. I have been tracking a lot of pieces of data for money movements and watching various centers of influence. This morning, I observed 30 private aircraft fly into Reno in very quick succession. Between 9 a.m. and 9:45 PST time, Pacific time, what I did miss this morning and caught it just a few moments ago was a US government Learjet that came in at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. There was also a higher than normal number of private aircraft that arrived into Zurich in the last 24 hours. Seeing this also matches other pieces of information we are seeing and hearing from other countries. This is a very exciting times. Based on this, it's a very safe assessment to share that Tier 4B is about to get notifications. Tier 3 is most likely being 100% finalized for release to push Tier 4B into motion. Forwarded from Professor. White House Post. Global currency reset. It's happening now. The storm has arrived. The gold-backed financial system has begun. Reports confirm payouts are moving fast in Colombia, Zurich and Reno. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Iraq codes are being released. The revaluation is imminent. Paymasters are locked in, and high-level banking elites are scrambling. Alert. Money is moving. Once Reno is fully confirmed, within hours the dinar will revalue. The pieces are falling into place. The corrupt fiat system is crumbling in real time. Sources from Zurich and Reno confirm large payouts happening now. If Reno is active, the dinar RV will explode within 72 hours or even tonight. Massive financial movements cannot be ignored. Private jets flooded Reno and Zurich in rapid succession, and a US government Learjet landed at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. What are they preparing for? The answer is clear. Tier 4B is about to be unleashed. Trump cleared the path. The deep state minions in Iraq were eliminated so that Iran couldn't interfere with this reset. The Kabul fought to delay it, but they failed. Trump's operatives ensured Iraq could proceed without retaliation. The result: the forex rates are ready to shift. This is financial warfare, and we are winning. Banks are already showing the new rates. Chase and JP Morgan screens confirm skyrocketing values. IQD $5.23, VND $3.89. Yes, go higher, go higher, go higher. The system is nearly 90% complete. Notifications are set to drop any moment. Emails start rolling out as soon as today. Do not be caught off guard. Have everything prepared. The final countdown has begun. Keep an eye on your emails. The next 24 hours could change everything. The fiat system is on life support, and the new financial era is about to begin. Stay ready. It's happening. Oh, awesome news, guys. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Remember that you are water. Cry, cleanse, flow, let go. Remember that you are fire. Burn, tame, adapt, ignite. Remember that you are air. Observe, breathe, focus, decide. Remember that you are earth, ground, give, build, heal. Remember that you are spirit. Connect, listen, know, be still.